years old, I remember watching and loving the show Wonder Woman, and I wanted to be like Linda Carter. But don't tell anyone. And I don't know how I knew this, but don't let anyone see me watch it. We lived in a dangerous neighborhood, had a little house, Signal Hill, Long Beach, off Cherry Avenue. You were supposed to watch Incredible Hulk and all those types of shows. So when my show went on, I instinctively pulled down the shade, grabbed the cover, put it over the TV. Wonder Woman. I also loved watching Soul Train after Saturday morning cartoons. I wanted to be one of the Soul Train dancers. And I knew I wasn't supposed to watch it, and one time I got caught and got the shit beat out of me. Yeah. My mom, she flipped out. She was a spanker. Foolishness is bound within the heart of a child, but the route of correction shall drive it far from him. Romans. It was inscripted in the wooden paddle that she spanked me with. I know. So I would sneak in the middle of the night, go into the kitchen, grab a knife, and try to make dents of the wooden paddle. Mommy, 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 can you please put me into a ballet class? You are not going to do ballet. You're supposed to play with guns. Strangely enough, my father wasn't really a stickler about it. He had enough problems trying to keep a job. He sold Citizen watches from door to door, and then he was also a janitor through the years for the school district. He was also a pastor. And my parents would bring home all these random people to our house and pray over them and speak in tongues. But there was a lot of instability. I mean, we didn't know if we were going to have enough money for school or for clothes. Bring up a child the way he should, in the end, he will not part from it. The apocalypse was coming. You never knew when Christ was going to arrive. So you lived every day for Christ. So things in the world didn't really matter. You do everything for God. You live every day for God. My favorite Bible story is the one about St. Stephen, who was the first martyr of the Christian faith, and he was stoned to death, and I really felt that that's the way I was going to die. I was going to be a martyr for my Christian faith. Martin, God said we have to move. 5 elementary schools. On the 5th grade, we moved the 5th time to Yucaipa. See, my parents couldn't afford the house that we were renting, so we had to move in to my cousin's garage. Yeah. But before all that was when the bullying started. I was made fun of for being overweight. I would walk down the hall and people would yell out, "Faggot!" And then some people would say, "You look like a girl." But the thing that was really hard was when we started to realize that my body was growing differently. My left arm and my left leg didn't grow. We didn't know what happened. We still don't know what happened. I mean, we didn't have insurance, so we couldn't really go to a good doctor. If we were sick, we went to the free clinic. So to this day, we still don't know why my left arm didn't grow. I don't like the term disability at all, but we have to use it. I think by saying disability, you're assuming that something's wrong with something, something's wrong with someone, that they're missing something. I believe that people have various abilities. I mean, I could get hit by a car in 5 minutes and I could be paraplegic. You know, the thing that was hard was that one of the cures they thought with this problem was putting weights on my left arm and on my left leg. It didn't even matter when people would mock me. They would mock me by making an arm look short or walk with a limp. But the real problem was when I went to school, it was high school, that they had to put these giant wrap-around weights on my left arm and on my left leg to school all day. I know. The thing about disability that I've learned is my acceptance of it. There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you. God does not have to heal anything. Our challenges are our challenges. We just have to rise to them, overcome obstacles, and that is very freeing. If you would have asked me if I was going to be a special ed teacher 5 years ago, I wouldn't have thought that. I started out as a tutor for this African kid for a company I was working for. So I get there, and I see him. He has 2 missing limbs. Left leg was missing. He's wearing prosthetics. Left arm was missing. The right arm was burnt. He was severely burnt from head to toe. I got him from a 3rd grade reading level to a 9th grade reading level over the course of a year. You know, we would walk around at the Beverly Center. He had just gotten his prosthetics, and he would fall again and again. He would just pick himself back up and laugh. You are a good teacher. You're a teacher. You're my teacher. That moment changed my life. From there, I became a 2nd grade teacher for an autism class when I moved to Oakland. I get into this class, and I'm like, oh, I know what this is like. I know how to do this. That was 5 years ago. And now I teach at the San Francisco School for the Arts. Transition class for special needs, kids who are 18 to 22 who are phased out of high school. I teach them life skills. I feel very lucky. You see, God does not have to heal anything. Our challenges are our challenges. We just have to rise to them, overcome obstacles, and that is very freeing.